Everybody, we're having a good day. It's Friday, and it's been about 2 weeks, so we're doing Jason's Super World. So we're just kind of picking up where we left off, which is World 5, and I don't know what the end results are going to be, but let's just get into it. This is really just going to go off memory now, but we'll see. So we are in 21. See if I can remember things or not. I think it was meant to go in the pipe. The immediate answer was a yes! Or was it? Okay, that's it. It's going on memory, so I can remember much. Let's see if this is right. Yes, it was, and I somehow messed that up. Alright. Jump here. Give it some time. It's gonna come. Yep. Alright. I see a door. In a star. Ah! Right! Fish. Should have done a little more. Thing is, I heard that for a second too. I heard that. Alright. You know what I'm glad right now is no audio disruption. That's one thing I'm just glad at right now. No audio disruption. I'm cooked, aren't I? Oh no. Oh yes. No! I pulled back because I want to dodge. Crap. Did it? Alright. I forgot. I forgot. Alright. Okay. Oh yeah, over here. Thing is, you can actually see it. Like, you can see it, it's all set up. You know, you can see. There we go. Right. Engaging the first. Okay, now if I think about this one. I think it was door? I feel like I did something wrong. I did. Alright. And that was the end too. Alright. Oh. Too close. Alright. Alright. Run, 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 run! It crossed my mind, I just run. Thanks, Jason. Hope you're having a good day as well. Oh, no, I need to run. Like, in my mind, it's like, wait. Run. Alright. Let's move on. 22. Alright. Oh, right, this was the one I could just farm lives a wee bit. Okay, no, we need some lives. After this. Okay. No! Damn it. Well, the plus side is now I can start getting some lives back. How did I... No, crap! I'm trying to be stylish and it's backfiring, but the plus side is I'm really in my life, so we're fine. We were so much in the danger zone before, but now we're fine. No. I missed. Fucking nutsuit! There's nuts in here, isn't there? Yep. I tried to be smart, that backfired. Plus size, we're back to 99 lives. No! Okay. So we're back up to full lives again. Alright. Now I need to do really well. If only you think I was going to work with fall in the box. The worst thing is I was out of range and then I walked into the range. Like I said, either way, I'm back to full lives again, so... That's good. Alright. As long as this is all set up, I won't lose lives anymore. This should be safe. Alright. I'm taking one with me. I'm trying to move out. What if we do this without the on switch on? No choice but to go up here. Let's go lefty. Ow! The spring helped, funny enough. Wait a minute. I'm taking this. I mean, I can farm it, but I'm taking this spring with me. I cannot. Oh. So I do not know if I did this right or wrong. We'll figure it out in a few seconds. Oh. I did it wrong. Oh, no, Ryan, we did it. Sweet. Really? Huh. That's GG, I guess. Cheers. And we're back with full lives. We've recovered so much. Oh, crap. Right. Oh, never mind. I was going to say which way, but this pops inside it. Alright. So it's 23. I have a feeling we were meant to hit that. Oh, no. Gah! I was scheming for a while. Then I did an idiot. Wait a minute. I'm not losing lives anymore. Oh no! That was by instinct. So every 2 deaths, I'll get a life back. But if I do well, I might not gain. Okay. Oh, wait, we're taking the thing a little slower now. Almost happening. All right. All right. Fine, didn't want it anyway. I had that right and I did it. But this, I had it right. I just did the most idiotic decisions. If I'm fast, maybe. Got it. Oh. I have to go down. This is my resource now. Hey, I'm not too good for chilling time. Oh, I'm meant to go low. Right? How is that mole still alive? Is that on like the exact pixel or something? It was. It was the exact pixel. I was meant to move. Right. Move to the left. All right. Oh, I moved too soon. I moved way too soon. I was having a little more consistent. Alright. I think this works. Yes. I think we're clear. Alright, that's GG. Cheers. Alright. 2 more and then that's a little breather. For another 2 weeks. Alright. Actually, I'll change my mind. I was going to do something else, but no, we'll take a break and we'll play Apollo. I should have just ran. Damn it. There we go. Um. Oh. Spike ball to the face. Forgot the jump. Alright. Said I wanted the checkpoint. Oh. Let's take it slow. Jump. Alright. Oh, was that meant to be switch? I could P-switch jump that. Alright. Wait. I think I may have messed that up. I have two options. I'm gonna do a small. We'll see where we go. God damn it! Alright. I think we need to be small, which I'm gonna do this. Yo, on the point. Other way. Other way. Alright. 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 Okay. I'm gonna try with the mushroom. See if that helps. Alright. I think it's just doing the mess up here and we're good to go. I just need to jump the second I land. I had it, I just messed up the end. Alright. Yeah, no, we'll change plans. We'll go Polo Justice today. Alright. And because I know how long Apollo's gonna be, we're gonna need... Alright. 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 London jump. There we go. That's GG. Cheers. Then let me change the screen tail line. I'm doing next level saying. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna do Apollo, not Mario Maker. Alright. 25. Grr. I don't even know if we need the mushroom or not. Alright. I missed? Okay, that was way too soon. Alright. Yep. Alright. I'm trying to remember this one. I hope I didn't need that mushroom. I totally needed that mushroom. I'm pretty sure we need this. Okay, do not bring the power block. Other than that, we're having a good day. Alright. Do not need that power block. Alright. Okay. I don't think we need that key. I'm gonna ignore that key. Done! Alright, let's switch over to the Apollo. Alright, sweet. Cheers. Be a little bit more specific. What replay? Just which replay? Alright, I'll open chicken burger. Alright. I'm gonna be back in a sec. I'm going to set up. I'm gonna switch over to the PS4 and we'll continue on Apollo Justice. So I will be back in a second. Alright, I'm back. We're all good. Oh, see it. Right. The tricks are for surprise. That was OTK, right? That was an OTK one with the disruption strategy, present card, and reincarnation, correct? Because if that's the case, then that was just luck of the draw for all intents and purposes. Oh, let me just remove this. Yeah, if that's the case, yeah, that's just luck of the draw. Oh, not. That's not my latest replay. I just sworn there was another replay public. Huh. Anyway, we're happy we are on the trial section of the Apollo. Let's just get right into it. I'm double checking this as well. Yeah, could have sworn I had a different one. July 10th. I'm going to double check the replay as well. So, July 10th, 9:49 a.m. District Court, defend lobby number. But no, it's just, I think it's just the luck of the draw on that one. Oh! Oh, shoot. Whoopsies. There was one more replays there. I've set the other two up now, so yeah. Oh, that was luck of the draw, yeah. Defend the lobby, District Court, defend lobby number 2. Well, this is it. Oh, yeah, no, that's just perfect draws. That is literally just the perfect draw going off. Yeah. I see you mean that. Yep. No, that was just the best opening hat going turn second I've ever did with Trickstar. And then there was yesterday. Alright. Means over. Sorry. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that. Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy. We're leaving. They're on, wait. Yeah, there should be 2 more now. Just for clarification, that is a That is a fiery laws I got that hand. I never liked you, either of you. Huh? Darn it, we were so close. He was about to tell us. Hey, Apollo. He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say. I think I know why. Time to bring down a little justice. Eek! What was that? He is heard but unseen. Who's that talking? Magicians! Found Grammary! I see him as he walked in through the door. Normally. You aren't the witness today, are you, Uncle Fallon? A preposterous position. Sorry. How can I stand upon the stand? Why, my secret would be free for the plucking. I might even have to sign autographs. But yeah, no, that wasn't the one I was thinking of. But no, I made the other two public now, so... This is why I intend to remain hidden for the entire day. Ooh, we found you, Magic! Indeed. I will jump upon an express train and express myself to the next town over. But before I go, a word of warning. Warning? What? Our grammars reside at the root of all that has happened. Do not forget this truth. A glimmer? A spell, a sorcery, a great illusion. Okay. Yeah, I know one's painful for you, it's gonna be painful for you to watch. The other are, well, I'll just see what I was cooking up with that deck. Miss Trissy, though it pains me this part so, I need to get in line for a ticket. Farewell! And there he goes. He sure seems happy about that illusion thing. Oh, big illusions are the bread and butter of a magician. You can't pull off a show without one. The big illusion is always a spectacle to remember. Usually it involves cutting up things, like people or elephants, or your avatar. Anything really. Avatar. So he was talking about what we saw at the concert. La Mirror's disappearing act. And Professor Gavin's exploding guitar. I wonder what he meant by it being at the root of all that has happened. Well, it's about time. Shall we go? Excuse me, sir. Yes? The scheduled starting time for the trial has been changed. The trial will not be commencing until 10:30 a.m. Sorry for the inconvenience. Huh? Did something happen? This is a first. It was by the judge's request. Some urgent personal business. Great. I bet I stayed up too late last night, watching courtroom dramas. Apparently he's visiting the hospital again. The hospital? I believe it was mentioned that the Chief Justice's son is unwell. Apparently his conditions worsened considerably this morning. The Chief Justice's son? Oh, that's right. Remember yesterday morning? The judge said he had to go visit him after the trial. There's an article about it in the newspaper. If you care to read about it yourself. Newspaper article added to the court record. Article about the Chief Justice's son who is afflicted with incurus. Incurus? Where have I heard that before? Incurus syndrome, first case in the country. The sea strikes closer to home than ever before. I'll let you read that article first, Apollo. Oh, that's all we got. Just leave the TV guide page to me. Try not to lose the page with the funnies if you can. Again, the odds of me getting those sacked hands are very low. If we're talking trick stock. July 10th, 10:30 The AM District Court, Carbon number 3. My apologies for the delay. What is now in session for the trial of, how do you say his name again? Machi Tobai. Suspect Fortissimo. Right. It's his trial, but in any case. The defense is prepared, Your Honor. Well, oh yeah, I've worked my way back up to... I think Platinum? Yeah, I brought back up the Platinum and I need... Okay. The defense is prepared, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready to rock. Is something wrong, Your Honor? No, well, yes. It's just, I've been friends with the Chief Justice since we were students. It pains me to see him going through such a difficult time. Incurus, was it? Oh, yeah. Pop. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what the new deck in the last replay I have. Here's what that article said. There was no known cure. Now, the judge, let me say, with all honesty, I feel your pain. But now is not the time for tears. Now is the time for law. Indeed. Oh yeah, I'm bringing that Trickstar into the next event, by the way, Synchro Link Festival. We left off with quite a juncture yesterday. I sent a bill about that number. IP XX314209 206. The agents registered under this number was Romain Lotus. Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Present. It's a great help. Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out. Hold it. Wait. That voice just now. It was him. I'm sure of it. It was him? The voice I heard, talking to Mr. Lotus, when I heard the gunshots fire. It was him. Mr. Dayron. It was Mr. Dayron. No way! Quite a sensational ending. Who would have thought Dayron would guest star in the season cliffhanger? As a suspect. Has the prosecution looked into this matter? Please tell the court your findings. Dayron Crescent is a member of my band, the Gavaliers. He is also a detective, making the current chart, which is serious indeed. Oh, when it came out, there was just no way I could have properly used it back then. But change the deck is way more consistent to bringing the Fireball Dragon out as opposed to the Arrival. But I can still change to get that. I can switch it over to the Arrival variation of the deck, so I can switch the deck gears very quickly. Ooh. Yet after investigation, I found no cause of alter our case or found any charges. Ooh. Ellie, have you seen the new cards that proper cards got revealed recently? And your reason is... Weren't you aware head for head? How's that? He has an impeccable alibi. Alibi. Whoops. An alibi? Oh, okay, I'm reading them now as we're doing. Let's read the facts again, shall we? Looking interesting. All of Overflow 5. Hey. The concert held on the night of the shooting was in 3 sets. The Grenadiers ripped the stage during the first set. For the second set, our guests took the center stage. The only performers appearing were myself, Lamir, and Machi, along with a drummer and bass. This is a total of 5. The shooting in the dressing room, however, took place during the third set. Lamir and the event Machi Tobai had left the stage at that point. And the Grenadiers were already rocking. Yeah. No more only one, yeah. This is when the 2 shots rang out at the scene of the crime. Shots heard by Detective Emma Sky, mind you. Oh, Apollo, you heard them too, right? I sure did. Furthermore, Lamia herself witnessed the moment of the crime. Well, perhaps to say she heard the moment of the crime. When she claimed to have heard Mr. Latus and Detective Crescent talking. Well, that's impossible! Detective Crescent was... Precisely. Detective Crescent was on stage, getting his groove on, no less. Voila! A perfect alibi! Does the defense have anything down to this? It's true. When I heard those gunshots, he must have been on stage. Though, there's something here that doesn't quite add up. It appears the defense has no objections. I believe we can simply say that Darren Crescent's alibi has been acknowledged. Which means that Lamuar was sadly mistaken. Yeah. But there be T6, 17? Yeah, 17, so we can see how the set goes from there. Her testimony cannot be true. Oh, of course. If you disregard her testimony, has he no evidence keeping us from declaring a verdict? If indeed there are no objections. Oh, Apollo, if he declares the verdict now, Professor Gavin's cases are tight. Or might have been lying to protect Machi. Can I rely on her testimony? Wait, what about yesterday in the detention center? About the case? What about the case? He wants to tell us about Mr. Street's death? This meeting is over. Hey, Ron! Machi was trying to tell us something. I know it. Maybe the best thing to do is ask him. Under oath. Now, the court finds to defend, what's his name again? What was his name again? Objection! Your Honor! No, that wasn't it. It was something like Marquis or Mr. Justice? Your Honor, before you declare a verdict, I would like to call another witness. Exactly who else do you need to hear from? A witness who, until now, has not been given a chance to speak in this court. Because he doesn't speak English. You don't mean... I do. The defense calls the Machi Tobai to the stand. What? He doesn't speak English. We'll use an interpreter. Interpreter? Sorry. I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. I only speak a few phrases such as I love you and where's the toilet? The defense would like to request Lamir, asked the interpreter. Lamir? But there's a possibility she's protecting the defendant. But she'll be interpreting for the defendant. Why would she lie? This is most unusual. Bravo! Hit her forehead. As judge, the prosecution agrees with the defense request. And originally I was going to play, I'm playing Apologies instead of Mario Maker because we have a lot to do with the Apologies. We might as well just get as much as we can. If Lamir lies, I'll be able to tell. Even my limited knowledge of the language should be enough for that. Well, if both prosecutor and defense are for this, I see little case for refusal. Finally, some progress. Bailiff! Please show the defendant and Lamira to the witness stand. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Shall we proceed? Your name, to begin with, if you would, Lamira. Yes. He says Machi Topai, the defendant. This is certainly a first for this courtroom. I suppose this situation is the first, yeah. I was trying to remind, like, we've had defendants on this witness stand before, and then we're, oh no, this is the first time we've had the translation to go with someone that translate. Not that we really need an interpretation of that message in particular. So far, so good. Very well, Mr. Justice, if you would. Huh? If I would what, Your Honor? What? You called the defendant to the stand, did you not? What would you have him testify about? What do I want him to testify about? Ash, I haven't gone that far yet. Hello? Aren't you going to ask him about what he was about to tell us yesterday? If I don't know what he was saying? Excuse me a moment, if I might speak. Yes, Lamira? Just now, Maji said there was something about which he wishes to testify. Maji wants to testify about something? What could it be? What sort of testimony is he talking about? One moment, please. Ah, suspense is killing me. What? 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 Well, Lamira, according to Machi, he has proof of his innocence. What? This is a surprise. Yahoo! Victor Apollo! We did it! This is sounding too good to believe. I know what that usually means. Well, if that's true, then this is final testimony. Machi. You said right to the court. Very well. Proof of innocence. He says that word of Mr. Lucius' death came as a great shock. But if the killing truly followed the lyrics of my song, that is, he could not have done it. He says that's because the lyrics are in English, and he does not understand them. I see. You wouldn't have understood the English lyrics to the song. That would prevent him from following them so closely. I wonder what he meant by proof. Why, he would only have to ask Lamira to know the meaning of that song. Lamira? Did you ever explain the lyrics to that song to him? I did tell him generally what the song was about, but never in so much detail, and he never asked. Has my repeated warning already fled that forehead? Lamira might be protecting the witness. Well, anyway, let's proceed with the cross-examination. Mr. Judges, if you would. Yes, Your Honor. Nothing's hiding in that testimony. None. I'll just have to trust my bracelet to tell me where. It worked yesterday. It worked today. We do have a reaction. We do have one. Were Machi and Mr. Lutush close? Yes, after we traveled around the world on tour together. Lamira, this is Machi's cross-examination, not yours. But I knew the answer. This is a court of law. We'll play by the book. I understand. When Prosecutor Gavin's tough, he's really tough. honestly, what's your thoughts on Oscar Gavin right now? Archie said he was very good friends with Mr. Latouche. Mr. Latouche was always a gentleman, never angry. We got along quite well. I never dreamt something like this would happen. The guitar serenade, correct? Yes. The crying followed the lyrics of the song. The death of the cleaving, the burning guitar, and the bullet. This is why it could not have been me. By he could not have done it, you mean it is very simple. But you couldn't have done all the things that happened that day. All of those things follow the song's lyrics closely. Any reason? Or is it one of those you just don't like them for things? Would it be difficult for him to perform without knowing the meaning of those lyrics? He did know what the song was about. It's smooth, shall we say? That was enough to play by. I told him it was a song about guitar and love. It's not actually the guitar that's in love, strictly speaking. Oh, perhaps I misunderstood. Ah, no, not really. You're just also a foul interpretation. Okay. No, it's my fault. I'm too used to singing in Buchanan. It is much easier here than trying to understand these English lyrics. Yay! I knew he was innocent. I believe he is too, Tracy. I do. Okay. What's wrong, Apollo? You got a tummy ache or something? Something hidden in that testimony. If it is true, I'll find it. There's just something about... Let's proceed. Just coming on in the eyes, maybe. Oh, I see it. Gotcha! Gotcha! His eye just slightly moving to the left. Or it's alright, sorry. Machi! You can't fool my eyes. You glanced towards her the very moment Lamiar said the word English. Why? And don't bother him that. He understands me. Machi, tell the truth. You can understand English, can't you? What are you saying? Of course you can. Must he continue this charade? Mr. Justice, Machi says this. I know the word English. Huh? Before coming to this country, he heard me speaking English. He learned the name of this for this language, that's all. What? Give me a break. Is there such an unusual word to understand? Is that such an unusual word to understand? Do you not know Espanol, for instance? Well, yeah, but... I'm sorry, but he truly does not understand your language. Well, then explain this. How do you know the crimes follow the lyrics? Have you always been such a suspicious-minded lad? It's simple. So simple it hardly requires an explanation. You read about it in the newspaper. The newspaper? The Bulgarian Daily Bugle. You can buy it in this country these days, you know. They've already begun. Do you report about this case in our homeland? That's right. What is wrong, Mr. Justice? Your eyes. They are quite fierce all of a sudden. She's lying. Every time she'll improve, he's lying. He's not. I have here a Bulgarian newspaper. The Bulgarian Daily Bugle, as a matter of fact. Indeed, there's a feature article in this about the case. Could you read this for me, Machi? That's right. It doesn't mention the lyrics. What? What's this all about? I'm sorry, Machi. You couldn't have read about the lyrics in the Bulgarian newspaper. What does this mean? But I don't see how it's possible. Ah, I know. You must have heard the lyrics when the police were doing their questioning. Yes. Not possible. The subject of the lyrics was not brought up in police questioning. I read the full report myself. So the lyrics weren't in the newspaper and the police didn't mention them. The only place you could have heard them was in this courtroom. In English, no less. The witness will explain himself. He says, yes. It is true I read the newspaper. But this is not where I learned of the lyrics. I was mistaken. Now I remember. You remember? You say he heard of the lyrics from me. What? There's a jewel on my arm! Yes, I'm afraid I have forgotten it myself. Yeah, it looks like Head of Forehead's been jumping to conclusions again. Seems so, yes! Oh, no! I was onto something! I knew it! I can't let this chance slip away! This is an issue today, Mr. Justice! Sorry, time is an issue today, Mr. Justice. Are you finished with the cross-examination? What are you gonna do, Apollo? I'm going to keep on cross-examining. I better have an angle of attack. Or else... My bracelet's still reacting. Your Honor, please allow me to continue. You must, very well, witness. I understand. It was I who explained the crime involving this all. Exactly how much did you explain the Machi? Ah, this is a question for me, yes? This interpretation thing is getting old fast. I told him the Mr. Tooth has been killed, and why he was a suspect. I told him the crime that day followed my song. Did you mention any particular word of the song relating to the case? Such as heart? Yes, of course I explained this. He was quite surprised. Yay! I knew he was innocent! I mean, seriously, I do. What's wrong, Apollo? Oh, right, I thought. I was still getting the ability to perceive. Let's see the eyes first. Not this time. Lamiar!
Gotcha!
That's how the twitch has happened again. Lamiar! I'm currently cross-summoning Machi. Why should you be uncertain? Me uncertain? Yes, you swallowed the very moment you told the court. It was I who explained. I see there's little point in trying to hide anything from you. Lamiar, are you indeed protecting someone? It's not a question with a simple answer. To tell the truth, I do not believe it myself. And allow me to answer for you. Lamiar, you're protecting... I don't have to... Lamiar, you are protecting Machi. That's why you lied and told us that you had explained how the crime followed the song. I don't fault you for trying to help, but this is not the way. Machi, I believe you didn't do it, really. I trust you. But you lied to us twice. And now you have Lamiar lying on your now you have Lamiar lying on your behalf. This is going to work. You have to trust me too. You two lies cover the simple truth. You understand English. You have to. Ah! Goodness! Is this true? Do you understand English? Yes. A little only. What? First he can see, now he can talk? I'm sorry, did you not know about this, Lamiar? No, I did not. It was quite a surprise. How many secrets is this witness hiding? This is last. Machi, did you tell us what really happened? No shooting. I did no shooting. So you weren't in the dressing room when I heard those 2 gunshots crack? Apparently the answer to that question isn't simple either. I was in the dressing room behind desk. Monitor, he on floor. Which would be after the shooting, right? Then there's voice. Voice or voices? Was he shooting Emma and Apollo? So when Machi went to the dressing room, Mr. Hoos had already been shot. Then we came to the door. How high up? I take off, run away, run away. So it was you who skipped for the other fan. As the prosecution has upheld all along, no less. The defendant has admitted to being at the scene. Might we take this as a confession?
Objection!
No, he clearly denied that he did it. I'm no cheating. Monitor on floor. Already on floor.
Objection!
The victim had already been shot, you say? I find that hard to believe. The defendant understood the song's lyrics. He was at the scene of the crime. There's going to be one thing. He is the shooter. Does the defendant have anything to say to this? He's climbed up, Apollo. Ooh. Then let's ask Mr. Justice. Do you require any further testimony from the witness? Is that it? Is there nothing else I can give to testify about? Wait! No, of course there is! What's this? What is this cocoon anyway? The cocoon, the soap, is a potent cure. A cure? Omachi, are you a smuggler? He won't tell me. A cocoon Does that have something to do with this? Machi, please, tell us the truth, for your own sake. No more speak, not the energy. So much for your precious trust, at her forehead. Hey, you were the one who didn't believe him. Regardless, this brings us to an impasse. It does seem that the event and the event are at odds. I doubt we are likely here to learn anything of more value should this continue. I see no other choice but to declare a 5-minute recess. The defense will work things out with the defendant that we might proceed. July 10th, 11:20 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Appel Justice. Justice. That's justice. I learned how to say it if you ever want to get some. Really, I know shooting. Machi claims Mr. Tooth was alright down on the ground when he entered the room. Maybe it was a trap and he walked right into it. Suddenly, I heard revolver. Close. Very close. Then I hear voice. You heard gunshots? Yes, it's true. I hear revolver, but only sound. Wait, you're saying you went into that dressing room? And found Mr. Tooth already dead? And then you heard shots? And that's true. So, you were at the scene of the crime when you heard those shots. And you escaped through the earth vent. I know. Huh? What do you know? I know if I open vent. If I open vent, I can leave stage and backstage. The vents went to both the stage and the backstage area. That's what he meant. Sorry, is that what he meant? Hey, he's right! Look, Apollo! Huh? Yeah. But how did you know it was connected like that? Wait, I bet his father was the architect that designed the hole or something. I hear this from Magician. Magician? Don't look at me! Magician, huh? Well, at least we're clear on one thing. Machi didn't shoot Mr. Latouche. Yeah, but what does that leave us with? We're supposed to say that he went into the room to find the body and then he heard the shots? That one's going to go... yeah, that one's going to go over well in court. Not. Apollo! Here's the fence! You're supposed to believe whatever he says, even lies. That's what Daddy always told me. Where did that lead at one point? I'll just pretend you misheard him. Every time. Good call, Apollo. So, what do we do? You sure you won't testify, Machi? No talking. No. Well, it was worth a shot. Cocoon. Can't go home. Can't go home? I can't go home to Bulgaria. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Bulgaria is death. That's right. It's punishable by death. Of course. He's scared. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to try a different approach. That's the spirit, Apollo. So, what's your plan? If Machi won't testify about it, well, we'll have to get someone else to testify. Someone else? I think we're out of time. Let's get back in there. Right. July 10th, 11:48 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. So, Justice, have you sorted things out with the defendant? Yes, Your Honor. We had a good talk. Very well. So will he Will he testify? Your Honor, the defendant will not testify. What? Shame. And here I thought this was your big chance to turn this case around. Actually, it is. The defense would like to approach this case from a different angle, Your Honor. A different angle? Imagine we testify. And I know who will. I would like to cross-examine the witness to this case, Lamar. Lamar?
Objection!
What are you up to now? I thought we determined yesterday that Lamar's testimony is insustainable. There's nothing you can't. Lamar was taken to hospital yesterday with injuries. What happened? She was assaulted, Your Honor. Assaulted? Someone wanted Lamar dead. Thankfully, she was able to save herself. What? I heard no such report. Mr. Gavin, why would anyone be out to kill Lamar? Can you think of a reason? Well, think of how she is known in our country. A singer from overseas who doesn't speak English, yes? Yet someone tried to keep her mouth shut. Who could that have been? You don't think? I do. It was the same person who shot Mr. Latouche. The killer was afraid of her. Afraid of what she might say. The defense believes that something was hidden in her testimony yesterday. Something that the killer doesn't want getting out. So, am I to understand that this is what you're saying? Namely, that there is a nugget of truth in Lamar's testimony? A nugget we have yet to uncover? Exactly. If Lamar was attacked, this has serious implications. Very well. There is some vague points in her testimony during yesterday's trial. Perhaps we did not inquire as deeply as we might have into some. The court will hear Lamar's testimony once more. Lamar, I must apologize. We must ask you to stand again and speak. You need not apologize. I know that Machi is innocent, and I will do all I can until the court realizes this. As for your testimony from yesterday, you told us you heard 2 gunshots and the shooter's voice through the window. And that voice belonged to Darren Crescent, yes? That is correct. At which point I proved she could not be correct. She couldn't have heard any of those things. I saw a window at the scene was closed and was found to be quite soundproof. You have nothing to say to that, Mr. Justice? I don't know exactly yet, but I do know there's something there. There is, it seems. Much you do not know. And yet it is my duty to hear him out. Perhaps the witness would be as kind as to testify once more to the court. Of course, Your Honor. What I heard. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. That's when I heard them. Mr. Latouche and the detective. I heard the faint sound of a gunshot and stopped. Then I heard another gunshot. There was a smell of gunpowder. I knew I must tell someone, but I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past the small window. Pretty much the same as yesterday's testimony. I am sorry. I am not used to speaking much of this language. Perhaps my descriptions are lacking in some way. Yet everything I have said here is the truth. Then it is my distinct pleasure to say this. What you have said to have happened is impossible. Do I have to repeat myself? Lamere was attacked because of this testimony. What? You see? Hello. You know, for a moment there, you were pretty cool. Maybe I do better when I don't try to think ahead. Where was the justice? Perhaps you can coolly cross-examine this witness. No reaction from the bracelet.
Hold it!
Is something wrong? I know I said hold it. Okay. She's saying the same thing she said before. Alright, Mr. Justice? Alright. Sorry, it's nothing. Please continue your testimony. Now I know what they mean about the reckless shift these days. Your Honor, the one in the red over there is a shiny and simple, haired judge. Good. You're the last person who should be pointing fingers, Mr. Rockstar.
Hold it!
Get around present? I do not know his name at the time. But yes, it was him. The one who took the stand yesterday. Okay, how many times do I need to remind you that's impossible? There is no way you could have heard him. Because the window at the scene was closed? Is that why? Of course. Apollo, if you keep asking the same questions yesterday, we won't get anywhere. He's right. Maybe there's a different angle I can try. Did you happen to hear anything else at the time? Anything else? Anything else beside the victim and the shooter's conversation? Anything at all? That's quite the vague question. Other than the conversation, I heard the clock ticking, 2 men breathing, footsteps. That is all. Nothing new there, as suspected. I was hoping for a little more than that. Perhaps we should just carry on with the cross-examination. As you wish.
Hold it!
There were 2 gunshots? Yes, I heard 2. One after the other. That fits the bullet holes of the scene. Nothing really new here to pick up.
Hold it!
Why didn't you tell someone immediately? Well, if it were me, I would have gone to the police right away. It's our duty as citizens. This may be besides the point, but Lamere isn't a citizen. Though one would hope such common sense prevails in Bogini as well. Lamere seems awfully quiet all of a sudden. That's strange. Could she be hiding something? Because as you say, yet at the time,
Hold it!
you're in a hurry? To go where? I was on my way to the backstage exit, as I have said. Why were you in such a hurry then? Well, I don't think that has anything to do with this case. It very well might. Please answer the question.
Objection!
Are you alright, La Mirar? Yes. Yes, I am tired. Recall what I told you yesterday, hair forehead. Lamira suffers from serious amnesia. Please refrain from traumatizing her further. 1. So you can just dismiss questions he thinks are too traumatizing? Why don't you prove a reason a connection to the kiss before asking about it, yeah? Prosecution objection is sustained. The current question is moot, Mr. Justice. Please continue your cross-examination. Amira was attacked because of this testimony. I know she was. So something's got to be hidden here. Maybe there are some details we're missing. I guess we just have to get her to fill in the blanks. Right.
Hold it!
Alright. Lamere, do you by any chance remember what they were saying to each other? If so, please tell us. I have given it much reflection, but I was afraid of this. She doesn't remember. I only heard one phrase clearly. A whole phrase? You remember something that they was saying? Why didn't you say anything yesterday? Though my memory is clear, I was afraid to speak. You see, I do not understand what was said. This could be it. The clue I've been waiting for. Well, what did he say? It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latus. The shooter then? They're on Crescent. Well, what did he say? It's over. Press the switch. Now. Switch? And the shooter said this to the victim, Mr. Latus? I thought it was quite strange myself afterwards. There's a mystery. What could it possibly mean? Mr. Justice, care to shed some light on this? I mean, sure. No worries. I be the light. It's, very vital. Maybe we can add that to the testimony. Maybe, Apollo. From a small window, I heard the voice say, press the switch. Aye. And it was the Aaron Crescent's voice? That Aaron Crescent's voice? Yes, I'm quite sure of it. I'm sure of it. It's over. Press the switch. Harmony said that to Mr. Latus. Apollo! Murder weapon. The revolver was Mr. Latus's, right? Yeah. What of it? Well, maybe when he said press the switch, he really meant to say pull the trigger. Because his English isn't so good. Aaron Crescent is a native speaker. Oh. Oh, right. Sorry. I kind of forgot who was what. Press the switch. That's not something that a killer usually says to their victim, is it? Was there no one else in the room? I do not know. All I heard was Mr. Latus and the detective. Alright.
Objection!
Got it. Press the switch. There is only one key that can unlock the mystery of those words. Oh? Yet there is nothing at the scene that could be called a switch. See if the lights. True, there wasn't a switch at the scene. But it just so happens I believe I have a switch right here. Well, that certainly does look like a switch, doesn't it? The problem is, this was not found at the scene of the crime, but on the stage. The stage? Where the concert was held, yes. This was found hidden there. On the stage. You're claiming that the voice Lamia heard was it someone commanding another to press the switch? It is it's a possibility.
Objection!
Oh, head for head? I call that an impossibility. Why? It's hardly necessary for me to remind the court of the layout of the concert form. The stage is quite far away from Lamiar's dressing room. Not to mention that the Gaviniers were in the middle of a concert on set stage. We are known for being a quiet band. You could shout all you want and not be heard. The detective's voice was loud, but certainly not a shout. So too, you have better heads cries have possibly fallen far short of being heard. Sorry, but he wouldn't have needed the shout. Excuse me? You heard what I said? Or do you need me to shout it out for you? It would have been quite simple to be heard. Sorry. It would have been quite simple to be heard on the stage from that dressing room. Oh wait, you like evidence, don't you? How about this? Using this, it would be easy to get the matches to sound on stage from the dressing room. Welcome back. Not much has been missing. Oscar Gavin, perhaps you're familiar with this. Why dots? What? What is it? Is that some kind of newfangled phone they invented while I was looking? Your Honor. This is a type of transmitter. A communication device. Communication device? I think when I just pointed the contradiction, we're just going from there. Oh right, it was the switch. We pretend the switch and then we're here. Communication device? From what I have heard... From what I have heard that night, everyone on stage was wearing one of these. It's not right, Prosecutor Gavin. Yes, actually, they're for talking between band members. We all have one on. So you admit that if you were wearing one of these, talking from the backstage to the stage would be simple?
Objection!
True, but wait! Those sent out an electronic signal. If you point interference with the audio system, the range is quite limited. Lamiar said it was about 30 feet, right? Look at the cross-section diagram of the concert form. Exactly. The walk from the stage to the backstage seems far, but the direct distance is less than 30 feet. That can't be! So when Lamiar heard the shooter's voice, he could have been talking to someone on stage?
Objection!
Ha! You're claiming this is the switch in question? Why would it have to be on the stage at the time? And why did it have to be on the stage at the time? It could be placed in a pocket and carried anywhere. Someone could have hid it on stage after the fact. Hey, he's got a point. How do we know? How do we know where it was when she heard the voice? When the shooter said, "Press the switch." Well, I guess we don't. An unfortunate situation. I'm afraid that until we know where the switch was, there's still a point in debating it. I'm sure this was the way to go with this. What is the switch anyway? We don't even know that basic fact. Wait a second. We do know what the switch is. And if you follow that train of logic to its incredible conclusion, it ends up in proof that completely changes this case. What's up, Apollo? Apollo? We know about this switch, right? We know what it is. Yeah? Well, think of when it was used that day. Think of what happened. We must adjust this. You have no further information to share concerning the switch. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Justice? I've been remiss in not telling the court this before. I knew what this switch is. Well, it seems the defense is set upon linking the switch to the case. I see your evidence to the link. What evidence do you have to explain what the switch is? It is the igniter. That's Gavin. Remember this. Ark! That's one! Is it another one of those newfangled phones? Your Honor, come on! This one's not even close. This is an igniter. What phone looks like this? Igniter? You mean it's like a lighter? Yes, actually. You aren't saying this switch is a remote. I am. This is the remote trigger for an igniter. What? Look, I'll show you. Yo, don't! Mr. Justice, you will cease from burning down this courtroom. Oh. Sorry. It's a bit more fire than I expected. A bit? I think you almost singed the beard. My whiskers are caught on fire. Oscar Gavin, let me repeat myself. This switch is a remote igniter lighter trigger. Okay. Doesn't that suggest something to you? You're talking about what happened to me, aren't you? Ah! Exactly. That night at the concert, there was one unusual burst of flames. When your guitar caught fire in the middle of your performance. Wasn't that part of the stage show, no? Oscar Gavin was entirely unaware such a thing had been planned. And the guitar that burned down was a valuable keepsake. That's right! He got it in Bungena from Lamiar. He said the sound was amazing before it burnt, of course. It just kind of smokes. The better a guitar, the brighter the burn. It burns. Head, forehead. Yes? Don't tell me you're trying to tie these two things together. Those being the shooter's voice heard by Lamiar and the guitar suddenly catching on fire. I am. It's really simple when you think of it. But instead of the two sent the shooter were at the crime scene. The shooter was wearing a headset. He ordered someone on stage to press the switch. The switch was pressed, and the guitar caught fire. Well, that does seem to make sense. Though something about it is bugging me. Can't quite put my finger on it. Really? It seems pretty simple to me.
Objection!
Head, forehead. Don't destroy what little respect I have for you. I was expecting something a little more sensible. I guess I was wrong. What's this all about, Prosecutor Gavin? His simple story simply makes no sense. Think that night. My guitar caught fire, yes? The cause may have been this indeed. However, the guitar caught fire during the second set. Ah, that's right, of course. The guitar caught fire during Lamiar's song. Indeed, yet the shooting happened during the third set. The two are utterly unrelated. Yes, that month has been what was bugging me. The whole premise for this is faulty. See, his story makes no sense.
Objection!
Are you sure about that? What exactly do you mean, Mr. Justice? Maybe it's not the premise of my explanation of the switch that's a fault. Maybe it's our premise for the entire case so far. What premise is this specifically? I'm glad you asked. I'm saying that maybe the killing didn't take place in the third act.
Objection!
What's this? But Detective Emma Sky heard shots and found the body. All of this happened in the third act.
Objection!
Gunshots rang out. And according to his testimony, Machi was in that dressing room at the time. Where are you going with this, Mr. Justice? Stay with me, Your Honor. He almost told us this in his testimony. Namely, that the victim had already been shot. We all heard gunshots, but no one saw the shooting. This is insane! Just before the shooting took place, the shooter was heard on his headset, telling someone to press the switch. The next moment, Mr. Gam's guitar burst into flames. We know that a remote trigger neither was inside the guitar. From all these facts, we can draw only one conclusion. The crime did not take place during the third act, but during the ballet's performance, the second act. What? Order! But that goes against the evidence! What does, Your Honor? The crime was carried out according to the lyrics of that song, yes! Hey, he's right! Look! The ballet was supposed to come after the fire! You're thinking about it the wrong way. Huh? Look! Why would the shooter craft the offense of the day to follow the lyrics anyway? It's an awful lot of trouble to go through, with little merit for the person that's doing it. Well, I'm sure whoever it was had some reason. Yes, they did. A reason that made it advantageous to follow the lyrics. You're saying the order was reversed on purpose? Reversed? Professor Gavin? If the criminal followed the lyrics strictly, then yes. The shooting would have had to come after the guitar burst into flames. Yet, her forehead has raised another possibility. He's claiming that the bullet came not after, but before the fire, just before the fire. Couldn't have put it better myself. We were only meant to think that the shooting came after the guitar burst into flames. That was the criminal's objective. The crime followed the lyrics to a point, but that was the ruse. Why else would the killer risk discovery by moving the body? That was the final touch to make us think he followed the lyrics the whole way. Like, order! That will explain this most unusual situation. It does. The killer changed the order of events to create himself an alibi. In other words, the killer was someone who had an alibi for the first set, but not the second.
Objection!
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but sadly it has. Let me tell you why the fairy tale makes no sense at all. Oh, it sounds good. I'll give you that. You've given us a reason why the killer bothered for following the lyrics to my song. But I question your logic. For it's flawed from the very beginning. Flawed? Yes. A contradiction hit her forehead. One I've pointed out several times, no less. At the time of the crime, the small window at the scene was closed. It could have been Lamir who have heard of. How could Lamir have heard a voice through it? Oh, I know that you would like to divert our attention from this critical fact, but you're basing your entire line of reasoning on a false premise. Right. Lamir's testimony is my entire case. A voice she heard, the shooter's voice. What if she couldn't hear of Hollow? Look, what do we have a man saying press a switch? And near the crime scene we have a switch, which acts as a remote trigger for an igniter. And last but not least, Prosecutor Gavin's flaming guitar. It can't be all coincidence. How do I make it work? I see a more direct line of questioning is required. When the crime scene was investigated, immediately after the crime, that window was closed. Care to test how Lamar heard the voice? The key point, to be sure. The key point is here. Mr. Justice, can you explain this to the court? Okay, Justice. You've got one thing to prove and one thing only. Lamar heard a voice. And she heard it during the second set. Think, how was Lamar able to hear the voice? If you take things in the thing, let's go somewhere else. When we investigated the scene, the window was closed. The shooter had no reason to close it, had it been open either. Meaning, it was impossible to hear the voice through that window. It's good to hear you making sense again. For a moment, I was afraid you might be a Bulgarian too. As I was saying, Lamar could not hear the voice through that window. So there can be only one explanation. You heard the voice from another location entirely. What's this? You do amuse me so. And here I thought you and good sense were back on speaking terms. I'm afraid you and good sense speak two entirely different languages. Shall I interpret it for you, head or forehead? Lamar clearly stated she had heard the voice through that small window. And there's only one small window at the scene. Are you sure? Think about it. Isn't there another small window at the scene? There is? Ah, I know that look. He wants us to ask him. Very well. I Lamar heard the voice from another location. The Justice knows where this location was. Lamar heard the voice from here. Does this look like a small window to you, Mr. Justice? The state of modern society can be read from numerous objects and artifacts. In a sense, anything could be a window in our society. I didn't ask you to point out a window. Sonny, I wanted a window. Oh, damn it! No point you're trying. I'm restarting because I had that. I had that. Just wouldn't let me go to the right, left. Let me just speed this up in. Alright. This is where Lamar heard that voice from. But that's no small window. That's an orphan. What did she tell us? She said she's a Bulgarian, unfamiliar with our language. Not a stretch to imagine her calling this orphan a small window.
Objection!
Now you've done it. You've gone beyond ridiculous and into ludicrous. So Lamar was up in the ventilation system listening to the man's voice. This man's voice. That's the only logical explanation. Yes. Logical? I do not think this word means what you think it means, hair forehead. Okay. What about it isn't logical? It's already merits saying. Why would Lamar be in the ventilation system? Hiding like a rat. No offense intended here, of course. The explanation for that is simple, Prosecutor Gavin. Isn't it, Lamar? You have been listening to our discussion here, yes? Yes. I admit, it had me quite confused since yesterday. Yes, the small window was closed. But why should that mean I could not hear for it? I fear our prosecutor might himself need an interpreter. Ouch! Arrgh! I need a solo for that one. Bad choice of words there, I guess. Bad terms. I tried to do like a musical term for him, but it backfired. The problem here is words. Lamar, this small window, through which you heard the voice, was it up high on the ceiling of a room, not low on a wall? Yes, it was up on the ceiling. Ah! Order! Order! I will have order! Witness! You will clarify this statement to the court. Are you in fact saying that you were up above the ceiling of the room? And that's where you heard the moment of the crime? Yes, in fact I was. I'm sorry, I never imagined it would be so much as that it would become such an important point. Whoops. Well, yes. Well, how the heck were you up there? I believe it's time for another testimony. I'm not sure I can. May I remind you that this is the murder trial? We will hear your testimony. Tell us why you witnessed the crime seen from above the ceiling of that room. Please. Well, looks like I'm on the right track. Above the ceiling. Yes, I was above the ceiling when I heard the voice. I had heard there was a small window there before. It was in the middle of my performance. I had no time to report what I had heard. As to why I was there, I cannot say. I am bound to secrecy on this matter. Bound to secrecy? In my line of work, one has many obligations to uphold. But you said you were in the middle of your performance! So this did happen during the second set? I did not witness the crime, you must understand. I only know what I heard. Yes, but you must tell us what you were doing, in detail! That's what the cross-examination is for, yeah? Hit her forehead. Our mission in this court is to discern the truth. No obligations, no binding pact may hinder that mission. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. What are you going to do, Apollo? I'm going to find out the truth. She was up above the ceiling for a reason. Just have to get it out of her. No reaction from the bracelets, telling us that this is a normal testimony. Above the ceiling? Could you be more specific? I cannot. Because you're bound to secrecy? Yes. Tell the truth, I was not supposed to even say I was above the ceiling. I dare not say more. Doesn't sound like I'll be able to coax it over just by asking. I saw a window, you mean the air vent? I only remembered I needed to be careful of where I put my hands and feet. I cannot see the light coming through the window, of course. The earth went great. It would trip you up, certainly. Oh, I was walking very carefully when I heard the gunshots. Startled, I crouched and listened. That was when I heard a voice come from the room. A man's voice. I knew something terrible had happened. Yet, so without a word, you just let the third set start? After the curtains closed for the second set, there was still much to do. Could have prevented this whole misunderstanding if you had only told us sooner. Yes, perhaps I could have. I see a little point in badgering the witness. What's done is done. The mind works differently when one is in the middle of a performance. Why, I've lost my voice in the middle of a show and kept on singing, completely unaware. Without a voice? If only all contradictions were so obvious. You can get loud Miara to talk. Pressuring her like this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. I heard the gunshot. So you heard the gunshots during the second set, during your performance. You're quite sure? Yes. Why would I lie about that time? Why didn't you tell us this yesterday? No one asked me. She is right. I thought you all knew. I told you Machi was not the killer. I told you this many times. Yes, you did. But you never told us why. I am sorry. I was not able to speak of it. Able or unwilling? He's not talking, Apollo. What do we do? We just have to prove it ourselves. As long as she's bound by this pack of silence, she won't talk. But if I can prove why she was up there, she'll have to admit. But how are you gonna do that? She was singing on the stage, Apollo. She couldn't have been up above the ceiling too. Yes, she could. I've got a theory as to why too. And maybe I've got the evidence to prove it. Let's do this. Exactly who bound you to secrecy? I'm not sure I'm allowed to say who it was. No, I think perhaps that's alright. It is just a name after all. It was Valent Grammary. Perhaps you knew of him? Valent Grammary? What? You mean Uncle Valent? What? Valent Grammary? Who's Valent Grammary? A grand magician. The one responsible for the illusion before and during our concert. Interesting reaction, Prosecutor Gavin. Lamira was bound to secrecy. I'm going to take some hard-hitting proof to make her talk. I think I know why she was up there, but how do I prove it? I have a feeling. That was right on the point. Lamir, truth be told, the reason for your presence above the ceiling is quite clear. Especially when you consider what happened during your performance. What happened? Yes, it's all right here on this video. You can actually see the guitar starting to light up too. As we can see, Lamar was clearly not on stage for her entire performance. Oh! Though what saddens me to be so realistic. Lamar is incapable of actually vanishing, let alone teleportation. So the only explanation is that she was hidden from Fury. And during that time, she moved from the back to the back of the form. Apollo! Watch her, see? It's not nice to reveal a magician's secret. And it's against the rules. He's not a magician, he can do it. But I'm a lawyer. I'm not supposed to be nice. This is all very fascinating. But how is that possible? There's only 20 seconds between when she disappeared and reappeared. She couldn't have moved that fast. Is something wrong, Prosecutor Gavin? He's sweating bullets. This was his concert. His show. He knows how the illusion was performed. He's just realizing his own oversight. Let's look at the cross-section diagram again. Here, we can trace the route for the ceiling. It goes from the stage, for the backstage, to the rear of the form. Oh! Recall Lamar's testimony from yesterday. I was on my way. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. Alright, I think this was released before that actually started becoming a thing. There was something in like a little window there. That's how I saw it. You went from the stage to the backstage exit. A perfect description of this room above the ceiling. Lamar knew this because of part of her illusion. But she wasn't the only one who knew. What? Just now in the lobby, Machi told me something. I know by a opening vent, I can leave stage and backstage. He said that? Oh, were you not informed, Prosecutor Gavin? I knew about the Vanishing Act, of course. Yet, I had no idea of the route that would be used. Why didn't that magician tell me? Magicians only reveal details of their acts on a need-to-know basis. They're the bread and butter of a magician's life, you know. Which is why he bound Lamar to secrecy. I just remember something much later than this line. It's going to be a hell. Well, Lamar, I won't explain what, just it's going to be. I'm impressed, Mr. Attorney. Machi was right about you. So, what does this mean? You saying you used this route above the ceiling? I did. Well, that's not... But I'm still a little confused. Why is that, Your Honor? As I said before... There was very little time between when she disappeared and when she reappeared. 20 seconds, tops. How did she do it so fast? Especially if she stopped to hear the shooter's voice. That's a good question. And the witness explained this to the court? I cannot. Very well, Mr. Justice. Yes? All up to you. Do your thing. Thanks, Your Honor. What thing, Your Honor? You need to explain how Lamar was able to teleport like she did. Alright, throwing your case out with the bathwater. Why do I get picked on? It's Lamar, he isn't going along with the program here. As I've stated before, I am not at liberty to speak of the illusion that night in detail. And you'll just have to tell us what you can. We'll hear testimony on this. Mr. Justice, it would be your job to ring up the truth of her. Oliver, sorry. Yes, if you would, please. Right. I feel like a student before finals. Good luck, Apollo. Big illusion. I followed her exactly as I was instructed. There was an emergency exit in the backstage, where a stagehand waited. From there, one can enter the form on the opposite side of the from the stage. The plan was for me to move there in 2 minutes. I was on my way when I heard the voice. 2 minutes, you say? Mystery deepens. I suppose it was too much to hope that the judge would come up with something. Oh, this is my curiosity! There it is. Take it away, Mr. Justice! Right, Your Honor. All I have to do is find a contradiction between what Lamar is saying and what we completely see in the video. I figured it already. I'm a magician after all. Well, tell me. Not a chance. I can't reveal another magician's secret. Come on. Hey, you're supposed to be on my side here. Alright. How did you, proceed along this route? I walked. You're right behind the forms much too fast to have been walking. Tell the truth, Lamar. You rode some kind of vehicle. What? A vehicle? What vehicle? Ah, what a noble idea. I like it. Hey, that's not about gas. Wrong, but not bad. Yes, laugh at the dumb attorney. I don't mind. I'm sorry, but the girl's right. That bed was too small for much too small for vehicles. It was a tight fit. Even I had to crouch as I walked. I cannot imagine a vehicle that would fit in such a small space. Ah, if it wasn't a vehicle, then what was it? You had me going for a while there, Mr. Justice. Too bad. Ready for the next part? Why do I feel like I'm on some kind of quiz show? Did anyone on the concert staff know about the trick? Not at all. Only a few that were needed to help. See, like I said, it's on a need-to-know basis. So, not many people knew about the trick. What were these stagehands required to do? One needed to open the emergency exit. The door to the stairs is locked. Once through there, So when you came back out, you were behind the audience? Yes, that's how it worked. That is how it worked. Not a bad show, if I do say so myself. That's like a foul for you. The old grammary touch. But on the video, you were only gone for 20 seconds. How was that possible? That's the part I don't get either. Yes. It would be hard to go so far in 20 seconds. 2 minutes? Yes, it can be done in 1 minute if you are running. Running? In that cramped, dark tunnel above the ceiling? Mr. Attorney, have you forgotten? Dark or lit, it makes no difference to me. That's true, but... So, you're saying that on the night of the concert, you made the trip in 2 minutes? Yes, though I nearly didn't make it in time. You see, I stopped halfway. Mira disappeared on the video 20 seconds. But she said she made the trip in 2 minutes. Hi. If you want my professional opinion, I'll bet an answer. The answer's right there in the video. Well, Mr. Justice, perhaps you have some evidence for us? Something that can explain the discrepancy between the video and our testimony? Evidence explaining the Let's see. Do we? Let's see. I think I'm thinking it was the brooch, but that might be wrong. Wait a minute. What do we see if he's come back? The brooch is on her. Is there not actually prove something? It's. We'll save that for now. What kind of evidence could prove that? And what's your professional opinion about this one, Trucy? Sorry, I don't work in evidence. But I don't work in tricks. I'm an attorney, not a magician for crying out loud. Really? I'm sure Danny would have loved working on this. Thanks, that makes me feel so much better. Well, I don't know about all of you, but I find this mystery fascinating. I'm not letting this trial go any further until we get to the bottom of it. Let's continue the cross-examination until we can have some answers. Easier said than done. Oh crap. Sorry. The contradiction between Lamirar's testimony and the video. Probably the illusion can't be so different from solving an armor kiss, right? Alright, Apollo. I'm not telling. Even you make those puppy dog faces. Fine, fine. I think I have something. Why we skip the press?
Hold it!
I think I know the plan. There's one piece of evidence that explains the discrepancy between the video and the testimony.
Take that!
Lamiar, do you happen to remember this brooch? Huh, the brooch! So yesterday, did we not? It was found at the scene, Your Honor. And you're bringing this up now. Why? I thought we had already determined that when it was dropped. So I did. So did I. But we hadn't. Take another look at the video. Here, you can see she's wearing the brooch. So she is. Let's look a bit later. What? Brooch! It's gone! What? Yes. The brooch has appeared in the short space of 20 seconds. And it takes a full minute to run from the stage to the backstage. Which means there can be only one explanation. The Lamiar we see before the finishing act and the Lamiar we see after are two different people. What? The brooch was found on the floor at the scene of the crime scene. And not just on the floor, but the floor directly beneath the earth vent. Lamiar, tell me, Did you drop the brooch on your way from the stage to the backstage? At the very moment you witnessed the crime? Yes, I think I did. Well, there's that screwed rule. I'm a lawyer. Order! Prosecutor Gavin! From your expression, I gathered you had no idea this was the case, Herr Judge. I, of course, knew about it. What? Don't get me wrong. I wasn't hiding it. It just never occurred to me that the switch and the shooting took place at the same time. So, I was right? There was a switch? There was. Just before the stage tower rose, Lamar was replaced. While we're on the subject, just who was this replacement Lamar? Why, the man behind the illusion. Balance Grammary! It was Grammary? That's quite the illusion. But I still look at one thing. Yes? Switch happened before the tower rose, correct? So you weren't on stage. That's right. But this, fake Lamar is still singing. And she's pretty good. That's true! Come on, Apollo. That's an easy one. They were just playing a recording. The Cavaliers aren't some kind of air guitar band flown in. Oh, you mean I'm wrong? When we play a show live, we play live. No recordings. Perhaps you can explain, Lamar. Very well. Yes, Udhel, and that's your testimony. I had to keep singing, even when I moved. While I moved.
Hold it!
You were singing? Yes. Mr. Gavin expressed a dislike for recordings, so I used this. Wait, so you were singing the whole time? Even when you were crawling up at the ceiling towards the backstage? Why should it matter where I sing, when everywhere I go is the same darkness? But if you were singing while you were walking, that's right. Wouldn't the shooter and victim have heard? She was singing right above their heads after all. That's right. Are you sure? You have to be pretty hard of hearing to miss someone singing in the ceiling. Once again, we come back to the state of the scene of the crime. What state? Ah! I know what he means! The old speaker! That old speaker, Apollo! The speaker? The speaker was blurred at the time of the murder. Ah, that's for monitoring the stage from this room. Monitoring? The pipes in a real-time feed from the stage microphones. Use of her knowing when your set is coming up. Satisfied? That dressing room was fitted with a large speaker playing a direct feed from the stage. At my request, actually. So Lamar singing in the ceiling sounded just like Lamar singing over the speaker? Ingenious! Her voice was hidden by her voice! Ah, Lamar, I have just remembered something. Do tell! When I heard the noise, the gunshots, yes? It startled me, so I stopped singing. What? I forgot the words I was supposed to sing. Song? Stopped? Thankfully, it was the very beginning of the second verse, so not many would notice. Alright! This mixing board I lent you. Where is it? The mixing board I need. The mixing? Huh? The machine, Apollo! The one that breaks music into tracks? Oh, this? I completely forgot about it. Let's take a listen. I'm gonna mute myself for a second here. Sorry, sorry, no. I think I saw it. The song doesn't stop there. It does stop there. It does! I must have missed it! Look at the lyric sheet. At the top of the second verse. See where it says pleasure, pleasure? Now listen again. So it does. Oh, okay. That is evidence indeed. I believe we are guilty of making a terrible mistake. The crime didn't happen during the first set. It happened during the second, during Lamar's ballad. If that is true, then no one on stage during the second set could have been the shooter. Which means that Darren Crescent could have done it. He wasn't on stage for the second set. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, fascinating. I don't believe I've ever seen a trial turn around quite so thoroughly. Yet one problem remains. What's that, Prosecutor Gavin? Head Forehead's theory does have a certain kind of logic to it. Yet it is entirely based on Lamar's testimony. Yes, is there a problem with this? Well, it's quite simple. Though it pains me to say it. What if she's lying to protect the defendant?
Objection!
But you have no proof. All I'm saying is that the truth is as yet unclear. Until we hear it directly from the man himself. Man? You don't mean... Yes. Though he is a friend and band member, Darren Crescent must take the stand. I see no other way. As someone with a new perspective on the case? As a suspect, to be frank. Finally, the rat's coming out of his hole. I'm ready to catch him. Darren Crescent, get ready for justice. This is as good a time as any to pause for a brief recess. Prosecution will summon the witness. Have him here and ready by the time we begin. I'm the last man who needs to be reminded of what his duties are. Well, court is adjourned for a 15-minute recess. That's actually a really good time. We're gonna wrap things up here. So tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, Monday, we'll be doing the last section of this, which is obviously the testimony thereon stuff. But for now, I'm gonna wrap things up here. Hope it's okay. Hope it's great. And a nice weekend. And we'll be back on Apollo Monday. And tomorrow should be Kingdom Hearts all being well. So with that being said, I'll see you next time. Bye.